One of the brightest winners from 2012 returns to defend his title.
Welcome to PGA Tour Today, presented by MasterCard.
Rickie Fowler has been a star on the PGA Tour since he first became a full-fledged member in 2010. For 2 years, though, it didn't matter how many top finishes the 2010 Rookie of the Year had. The only question that mattered was when he was going to win. That question was answered last year at the Wells Fargo Championship when the Oklahoma State alum hoisted his first trophy in head-to-toe orange. And a year later, still one of the biggest stars on tour, he looks for win number 2 by successfully protecting his title. The Wells Fargo Championship is one of the youngest events on tour, so it's fitting that it also plays host to young winners. Fowler is the 3rd youngest champion of this event. The youngest was Rory McIlroy, who also made this venue his maiden victory, along with Anthony Kim, who was 22 years old when he hoisted his first PGA Tour trophy at Quail Hollow back in 2008. It's always a strong field the week before the Players' Championship, with 15 of the top 30 in FedEx Cup standings making starts this week, as well as 15 in the top 30 in the official World Golf Rankings. For who to keep an eye on, let's take a look at Rob Bolton's Power Rankings. The number 1 guy to watch is Webb Simpson, who's coming off that playoff loss at Harbour Town to Graham McDowell. The Wake Forest alum finished in solo 4th here in 2012. Next up is Bill Haas, who co-leads the tour in top 10 finishes with 5 so far this season, followed by our 2010 champ Rory McIlroy, runner-up here in 2009 Bubba Watson, and Nick Watney, who's coming off 2 consecutive top 15 finishes. Quail Hollow is always one of the favorite stops on tour, but an unexpected challenge has popped up due to, shockingly, Mother Nature. Some of the normally pristine greens in Charlotte were damaged during the winter, and they were slow to recover, forcing the agronomy team to repair certain areas with sod. The agronomy team is on site all week to make sure the greens, specifically on holes 8, 10, 12, and 13, are in the best possible condition for this week. For more on some changes to some greens now, let's head out to Bill Rosinski of SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio.
Thanks, Amanda. A couple of changes here at Quail Hollow Club as we get you ready for the Wells Fargo Championship. Right behind me is the 4th tee. They've actually moved this tee a little bit to the left. It's also lengthened the hole. It's always been a tough hole here at the Wells Fargo Championship. The other thing they've done, got a new green at the 8th. This used to be, back when this tournament first started, a straightforward, drivable short par 4. They moved the green over to the right a couple of years ago. They really didn't like that. It was 3-tiered, a little quirky. They built a whole new green, resodded for this tournament. It'll be an interesting hole once again, a chance to drive a par 4 here at Quail Hollow. And of course, soft conditions. It has rained over the weekend. We've got rain in the forecast, a little bit of chance, maybe Friday, Saturday. This golf course set up to see some really low scores. You can hear all the action, SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio, all week long. Amanda, back to you.
Thanks, Bill. You can catch live Round 1 action on Golf Channel beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time with SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio live play-by-play beginning at 1. And as always, everything you need from the live leaderboard to highlights can be found right here on PGATour.com.
PGA Tour Today is presented by MasterCard, a proud sponsor of the PGA Tour. Only MasterCard provides access to every TPC golf course across the country. Book now at PGATour.com/MasterCard.